Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Surabhi Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 19th of September. India slams Pakistan for denying airspace access to PM Modi's plane. Activists say CPEC project paralysing Balochistan. And at least 20 killed in Taliban attack in Afghanistan. And now for all the details. India's foreign ministry has yet again slammed Pakistan over its denial to give clearance for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's overflight to the US, calling it an unfortunate situation. Pakistan's foreign minister rejected the Indian request on Wednesday over the Kashmir issue.
India's foreign ministry on Thursday slammed Pakistan over its denial to give clearance for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's overflight to the US and said it is an unfortunate situation where a country's head is denied clearance by another country. Indian Foreign Secretary V.K. Gokhale, while addressing a media briefing, said India hopes that Islamabad will realize the folly of its actions. The Foreign Ministry had earlier issued a statement saying India regrets Pakistan's decision to deny overflight clearance for a VVIP special flight for the second time in 2 weeks.
It is a rather unfortunate situation where a country denies overflight to the head of state or head of government of another country. But this is true when the countries when there's a normal country. Now we have made our position very clear. We hope that Pakistan will realize the folly of its actions.
Pakistan on Wednesday rejected the Indian request via a video statement in which Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Islamabad had told the Indian High Commission it was turning down their request over the Kashmir issue. Relations between Islamabad and New Delhi, already hostile, have been strained since India's move last month to revoke the special status of its Jammu and Kashmir region.
The Indian Army destroyed 9 live mortar shells found at different locations in Poonch district of India's Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday. The shells were found days after 4 Indian troops suffered minor injuries in Pakistan firing along the border in Poonch.
The Indian Army destroyed 9 live mortar shells of 120 mm found at different locations in Poonch district of India's Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday. These shells were found at Sandot, Basoni and Balakot villages in Mendhar sub-division of Poonch district. The operation was conducted swiftly and no collateral damage was reported. It is the second incident in a week when live mortar shells were destroyed by the Indian Army in the border areas of Poonch district. Earlier on Sunday, Indian Army troops destroyed a 120 mm live mortar shell found at a secluded place in Poonch. The shells were found days after Pakistan violated ceasefire along the border. Last week, India's foreign ministry said that Pakistan violated ceasefire 2,050 times this year, in which 21 Indians were killed.
News from Pakistan. Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has said he would insist US President Donald Trump to revive Afghan peace talks with the Taliban. Khan, who is scheduled to meet Trump in New York next week, said he would emphasize on the importance of talks for Afghanistan.
Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan has said that he would urge US President Donald Trump to revive Afghan peace talks with the Taliban militant group. Khan, while addressing the inauguration event of 24/7 Pak-Afghan border crossing for trade on Wednesday, said he would meet Trump in New York on September 23rd and would emphasize on the importance of talks for Afghanistan as there had been destruction and chaos in the country for years now. He further added Pakistan had directed the Taliban leaders to participate in earlier peace talks in Qatar and only discovered too late that the talks had broken down.
अगर ये talks आगे ना बढ़ी, मेरी मंडे को प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप के साथ मीटिंग है न्यूयॉर्क के अंदर. मैं पूरा उनको इंसिस्ट करेंगे कि ये इस वक्त सबसे पहले तो चार डेकेड से यानी 40 साल से अफगानिस्तान के लोग इस वक्त इस इंतशार में फंसे हुए हैं और बहुत तबाही मची हुई है। तो पहले तो अफगानिस्तान के लिए बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है टॉक्स हों।
Months of US negotiations with the Taliban militants ended after US President Trump abruptly cancelled talks with the group that were planned for September 8. Trump said the talks are dead after the Taliban claimed responsibility for an attack in Kabul that killed an American soldier.
Moving on, during an event in Geneva, Baloch activists highlighted the ongoing exploitation of natural resources in Balochistan due to the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project and the atrocities being inflicted on Baloch people. They said CPEC is an illegal project as Balochistan is under Pakistan's illegal occupation. Human rights defenders and activists from Balochistan have opposed the construction of the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, alleging it as an illegal project in the occupied region. During a discussion on CPEC in Geneva, Baloch activists demanded an immediate international intervention to save Balochistan from the rampant exploitation of its natural resources by both China and Pakistan. They also highlighted the ongoing human rights violations being committed by Pakistan security forces in the region.
So what this project is going to give us to the people, yes, the government has tactfully, succeeded in in the past more than 10 years to keeping hide the details of this project. No one knows, even a parliamentary member, none till date does not know that what are the designs, what are the projects, and what is going to be done to the whole region. The people are fear. They know this thing, that they are going to eliminate us.
And Baloch human rights crisis, it is a big crisis, and everybody knows that if somebody keep their eyes closed, that is their problem, but they should not.
Gwadar, a strategic port in Balochistan, is being developed as a part of the CPEC project, which activists have blamed has been stripping away the region from its natural resources. Activists blame that CPEC has only brought death and destruction for the local people instead of economic opportunities, and accuse that Pakistani security forces have been given a free hand to eliminate voices against the illegal project. In news from Afghanistan, at least 20 people were killed and over 90 wounded when a truck bomb exploded near a hospital in southern Afghanistan on Thursday. Taliban, which has vowed to disrupt the upcoming presidential election, claimed responsibility for the attack.
A Taliban truck bomb killed at least 20 people and wounded 95 when it exploded near a hospital in southern Afghanistan on Thursday, a provincial official said, with casualties expected to rise as rescuers sift the rubble. Some of the wounded people who were taken to Kandahar hospital for treatment said the blast occurred in the early morning. The Taliban said the target was a nearby building of the government's intelligence department in Kalat, the capital of Zabul province. 20 bodies and 95 wounded people have been evacuated from the blast site. Haji Ata Jan Haq Bayan, a member of the provincial council in Kalat, said. Taliban has been carrying out nearly daily attacks since the collapse of peace talks with the US earlier this month. The militant group has vowed to disrupt the presidential election in Afghanistan, which is scheduled to be held on September 28.
In news from Nepal, Nepal's Minister for Health and Population, Upendra Yadav, on Wednesday informed the parliament that the number of dengue-infected people are decreasing and there is no need to declare health emergency following dengue outbreak in the nation.
Nepal's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Health and Population Upendra Yadav on Wednesday said that there is no need to declare health emergency following dengue outbreak in the nation. Yadav informed the parliament that the number of dengue-infected people have been decreasing of late and claimed Nepali government of being capable of controlling the epidemic. According to the health minister, 5,095 people were suffering from dengue in 58 districts, while 6 patients have succumbed to the disease so far.
हामी कहाँ यो रोग पनि अन्य मुलुकहरुमा जस्तै जटिलता युक्त डेंगू रोग अत्यन्त न्यून रूपमा मात्र देखिएका छन् र मृत्यु दर अत्यन्त न्यून रहेकोले नै आपतकालीन अवस्थाको घोषणा गर्न पर्ने हदमा नरहेको कुरा जानकारी गराउन चाहन्छु.
Health Minister Yadav also claimed of progress in containing dengue outbreak through the search and destroy operations. As the number of dengue cases shot up by double across Nepal in recent weeks, prompting public to panic and worry about it, several lawmakers from opposition and ruling party had questioned Yadav for being silent over declaring the disease as health emergency. Dengue has emerged as a major health concern in recent years, with a steep spike in developing countries, especially during monsoons.
More on news from Nepal. With continuous rainfall across Nepal in recent days, the country's tourism department has asked all expedition companies to take precautions before organizing any mountain expeditions. Autumn is a popular season for mountain expeditions and trekking in the Himalayan nation. Nepal's Department of Tourism has requested all trekking and expedition companies to take precautions before organizing any mountain expeditions due to continuous rainfall across Nepal in recent days. Owing to the adverse weather situation, the Tourism Department, which issues climbing permits, has urged organizers to only carry out mountain activities if weather conditions permit. Since many national and international climbers are already in the region to acclimatize before mountaineering, the department has asked organizers to arrange proper accommodation and to assure safety of the climbers.
विशेष गरेर अहिले विगत 3 दिनदेखि नै हैन देशभरि नै बदली भएर पानी परेको अवस्था छ धेरै स्थानहरुमा. साथसाथै हिमाली भेगको मौसम पनि खराब भएको अवस्था छ, जसले गर्दाखेरि हिमाली क्षेत्रमा 4-5 दिनदेखि नै कुनै पनि फ्लाइटहरु भएको अवस्था चाहिँ छैन. र मलाई लाग्छ भोलिबाट चाहिँ मौसममा धेरै सुधार हुने देखिन्छ. यद्यपि हिमाली भेगहरुमा भोलि पर्सि पनि अलिअलि बदली हुने देखिएको छ. विशेष गरेर यो दिउँसो साँझ पख चाहिँ बदली हुने र केही स्थानमा वर्षा चाहिँ भोलिको लागि पनि रहे पनि.
Autumn is a popular season for mountain expeditions, and trekking in the Himalayan nation has already seen huge surge in number of climbers vying for summit. Nepal is home to 8 of the world's 14th highest mountains, with mountaineering a major source of revenue for the country's tourism industry. A unique competition of rolling Indian bread in given time span was held in India's western Rajkot city on Wednesday. The competition was aimed at appreciating women's contribution to the society and giving them a platform to showcase their skills.
Women in Rajkot, city of India's western Gujarat province, gathered to take part in a roti or Indian bread rolling competition and show off their cooking skills on Wednesday. Participants, including few children, rolled as many rotis as they could in a time span of 3 minutes. Some were fast enough to roll around 11 rotis in a minute during the competition that was attended by around 200 people.
यहाँ पे 200 लेडीज़ आई थी, जिनमें से बहुत सारी लेडीज़ ने पार्टिसिपेंट भी किया था और जो भी लेडीज़ आई थी उन लोगों ने 1 मिनट के अंदर 11 रोटियां तक बेल ली है.
वैसे तो हम लोग घर पे रोज़ रोटी बनाते हैं, पर आज जो हमने इस कंपटीशन में पार्ट लिया हमें बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आज जो हमारा जो टैलेंट है गृहिणी का, वो हाउस वाइफ का, वो सबके सामने दिखा सकते हैं.
The unique competition is aimed at appreciating women's contribution to the society and giving them a platform to showcase their skills. Roti, a round flat bread making using flour, is an integral part of Indian meal, which is usually eaten with various types of vegetable curries.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on southasianewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.